In a world where history often remained buried beneath layers of sand and time, one stone would emerge to bridge the gap between the ancient and the modern. This is the story of the Rosetta Stone, an artifact that not only revealed the secrets of the long-lost language of the ancient Egyptians, but also changed the course of archaeology forever. The tale of the Rosetta Stone begins in the summer of 1799. Europe was engulfed in the Napoleonic Wars, and the ambitious French general Napoleon Bonaparte had set his sights on Egypt. This was not just a military campaign. Napoleon was driven by a thirst for knowledge and a desire to understand the ancient civilizations that once thrived along the Nile. As part of his Egyptian campaign, Napoleon brought with him a team of scholars, engineers, and scientists, collectively known as the savants. Their mission was to study and document the rich history and culture of Egypt, and in so doing, they uncovered many ancient relics. Among these discoveries was a curious stone slab, unearthed in the small town of Rosetta, modern-day Rashid, near the Nile Delta. The stone was found by French soldiers who were fortifying an old Ottoman fort. At first glance, it seemed just like any other artifact. A dark granodiorite slab, measuring about 3.9 feet in length, 2.5 feet in width, and 11 inches in thickness. But it was not the stone itself that was extraordinary. It was the inscriptions carved into its surface. The slab bore a decree issued in 196 BC by a council of Egyptian priests, praising the young Pharaoh Ptolemy V. What made the Rosetta Stone truly remarkable, however, was that the decree was written in 3 different scripts: Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphics. Greek was the language of the ruling class at the time, Demotic was the script of everyday affairs, and hieroglyphics were the sacred script of the priests. Little did anyone know that this simple stone would hold the key to deciphering a language that had been lost for nearly 1,400 years. By the time of the Rosetta Stone's discovery, hieroglyphics had been a mystery for centuries. The script had fallen out of use after the decline of the Egyptian Empire and had become unreadable, with no one alive knowing its meaning. Scholars had long marveled at the beautiful, pictorial writing, but were frustrated by their inability to understand it. The French scholars quickly recognized the potential of the Rosetta Stone. They understood Greek, and they reasoned that if they could match the Greek text to the hieroglyphic and Demotic scripts, they might be able to decipher these ancient languages. This idea sparked a race among the most brilliant minds of Europe. However, before the French could make significant progress, fate intervened. In 1801, British forces defeated Napoleon's army in Egypt, and as part of the surrender, the Rosetta Stone passed into British hands. It was shipped to England and placed in the British Museum, where it remains to this day. The arrival of the Rosetta Stone in England ignited a scholarly. Thomas Young, a physician by trade but a man of many talents, was one of the first to make headway with the stone. In 1814, he managed to identify some of the Demotic characters and realized that this script was a simplified version of hieroglyphics. Young also recognized that the hieroglyphic script was not just symbolic, as many had thought, but also phonetic, meaning that some of the symbols represented sounds rather than just ideas. Despite Young's advances, he was unable to fully crack the code. That task would fall to Jean-François Champollion, a scholar with a deep passion for ancient languages. Champollion had been fascinated by Egypt from a young age, and the Rosetta Stone was his obsession. Building on Young's work, Champollion began to piece together the puzzle. His breakthrough came in 1822, when he realized that the hieroglyphic script was a combination of phonetic and ideographic symbols. This insight allowed him to match the names of Ptolemy and Cleopatra, written in Greek, to their hieroglyphic equivalents. Champollion's discovery was groundbreaking. By deciphering the names of the Ptolemaic rulers, he had unlocked the phonetic alphabet used in hieroglyphics. From there, he was able to read more and more of the ancient script, revealing a treasure trove of information about the civilization of the pharaohs. Champollion's work on the Rosetta Stone opened the door to a deeper understanding of ancient Egyptian culture, religion, and history. For the first time in over a millennium, the voices of the pharaohs could be heard once more. Through the deciphered texts, scholars learned about the religious beliefs of the Egyptians, their rituals, and their view of the afterlife. The stone also provided insights into the administration of the Ptolemaic kingdom, a time when Greek and Egyptian cultures were intertwined. The Rosetta Stone itself became a symbol of the power of language and the importance of understanding the past. It showed that with patience, determination, and intellect, even the most enigmatic mysteries could be unraveled. The stone was not just a key to a language, it was a key to a lost world. Today, the Rosetta Stone is one of the most visited artifacts in the British Museum, drawing millions of visitors each year. It remains a symbol of the intersection between different cultures and the enduring quest for knowledge. The stone has also entered popular culture, often used as a metaphor for any crucial clue or tool that provides the means to decode a complex problem. In many ways, the Rosetta Stone is the ultimate detective story, a tale of curiosity, intellect, and the relentless pursuit of understanding. But the story of the Rosetta Stone is not just about the past. It also speaks to the present and future. The lessons learned from its decipherment remind us that communication and the preservation of knowledge are vital to human progress. Just as the ancient Egyptians left behind clues in their language, so too must we consider what we leave behind for future generations to discover and understand. While the Rosetta Stone solved one of history's greatest linguistic puzzles, it also left behind its own set of mysteries. For one, the exact circumstances of its creation remain unclear. Why was the decree written in 3 scripts? Was it a common practice, or was this stone an exception? Moreover, the Rosetta Stone reminds us of the fragility of knowledge. Had the stone not survived the centuries, or had it been destroyed in the conflicts that ravaged Egypt, the secrets of hieroglyphics might have remained hidden forever. It is a reminder of how much of history is still waiting to be uncovered and how easily it can be lost. In the end, the Rosetta Stone stands as a testament to human curiosity and the desire to bridge the gaps between cultures and epochs. It is a relic of a distant past that continues to resonate in the present, inviting us all to be explorers of the unknown, seekers of knowledge, and guardians of history.